Well, greetings, Business 20 students. This is Mr. Doucette, and this is week 8, our final week of our 8-week course here on business mathematics at Norco College. Our class ends this coming Friday, so make sure that you have all of your assignments completed and turned in by then. And the good news is that we only have one chapter we're considering this week, which is chapter 20. It's going to be looking at stocks, bonds, and mutual funds, and that's pretty much it. So you'll be able to do that as well as get your final exam completed and your case study for this particular module. So I'm here on our homepage. I'm going to go ahead and select module 4 since this is the last week, and I'm going to scroll down here to the last week. So again, there's a read me first for week 8. There's also a help Sienna for week 8, and it's going to be that she's going to be making some investments and she wants some guidance from you. There's only one study page this week, so it's chapter 20. But please make sure you review that because we're not covering everything in chapter 20, but we are covering quite a bit. So we're looking at stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. And so each section you're going to be looking at 1 through 15. So actually that probably is the entire chapter. But make sure you go through the study page. You understand how to calculate your stocks and bonds and mutual funds. And there's some math questions on each of those. Then you have a formula sheet here, tips on solving word problems. And then you have your final check-in assignment. And just so you know, your final check-in assignment is not math. It's just personal questions. So don't skip it because it's automatically going to be an easy 12.5 points for you. Then you have your quiz number 8. So I do give you a quiz and an exam because I want to make sure you work through some of the problems from chapter 20 before you take the exam. Then there's the final exam that you need to take, and it's based off of everything for the last 4 weeks. So you're going to be going all the way back to annuities, and then you're going to be doing mortgages, and then inventory and depreciation, and then you're going to be doing financial statements, business statistics, and then business investments. So those are all the chapters that you'll be looking at in the final exam. I don't have a time limit. I don't believe on it, so you can take as much time as you need. But there are some fill-in questions on there like there has been in the past, as well as multiple choice. And then, of course, you have your mandatory post-test, which is 10 questions based off of the different concepts that you've learned. Just do your best. I want to see that you've learned something, and I'll compare the results of your post-test to your pre-test. So that's pretty much it. You do have your case study on inventory evaluation that's also due, so make sure that you get that done. That it's not as difficult as you think, but you do need to understand first how to calculate the 3 different kinds of inventory. So FIFO, LIFO, and average cost. And then you need to know how to fill out the income statement, which you'll cover in chapter 15. And it shows you how to do that. So make sure you fill in. It's basically 3 different columns, one for each of the different types of inventory. A lot of the numbers in the chart that I provided are going to be the same, except for the inventory numbers will be different. And then the math after the inventory problems will be different because the total for your inventory will be different. And the whole idea with that assignment is to show you that the different ways in which you calculate inventory could have a different impact upon your profit or loss. And that affects your taxes, that affects your financial status, etc. So anyway, that's pretty much it for the class. And I do want to say thank you guys for being a great class. This is a really fast 8 weeks. Cover a lot of material. Most of you did fantastic in this class. I was really impressed. Few of you struggled, but that's okay. You stuck with it. And by the way, if for some reason you're still behind and you need to make up some assignments, I'll let you do that. Just please get a hold of me if you're not quite at 70%. I want to help you get there. If you're really low, like in the 20s or teens, I don't know we'll be able to get you there. But if you're anything like 30s, 40s, 50% at this point, I think you can get there. And I'll do what I can to help you. But I always see all my classes as a divine thing, and I know that it's coming to an end. But if you ever need anything, you now know me. I know you. If you need a reference, scholarship, reference for a job, anything like that, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. You got my phone number, you got my email address. If you have any questions about your future career, any questions about life, you need some prayer, your family needs prayer, you got a crisis going on, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to be involved as much as I can, and certainly to pray for you and to give you some advice. So anyway, just wanted to say thank you, and I'm looking forward to hearing back from you guys and some form or another in the near future, letting me know, that you've graduated, or letting me know that you got a great job and you've put into practice some of the things you learned in my class. I'd appreciate hearing back from you. So have a great one, everybody. We'll hope